You're watching the television, fella. Tracy has some great content, so keep watching. He'll show you stuff you never even knew existed for your television.
That's the Intellivision game, or
What?
KC. KC.
Television, fella. Take it away, Tracy.
What's going on, guys? Welcome to the Intellivision Show. This is show 94. We are getting very close to that number, show 100, and we are going to do something a little special when we hit that. I hope to have some guests on. Of course, I haven't reached out to them yet, but we are going to do some giveaways. We're going to have some guests on. We might show some clips of previous shows and just chat it up. Maybe play some games. I haven't really decided yet, but we definitely will give away some stuff. So what do we got going on tonight? Barely made today's show. Behind the scenes, man, there's so much going on here. Things that I can't really talk about yet. But right before I went on, I realized, oh boy, my console's not even hooked up. And I've got all my, I've been testing this, what is it, DJI mic setup. John, Gen X Grown Up, recommended it. I know a lot of people use it. I purchased one, so I was doing testing. I had to go back and change all of it to my mic that's above me here, and I would have been sitting here going blah 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 blah, and nobody would have heard anything. So I was doing the mad dash. If you only could have seen me. We're going to talk about the sprint a little bit. We are going to have news. We're going to have mail call. I actually have a decent amount of stuff down here to show you guys. We are going to have a homebrew highlight, and we're going to play a little bit of games. I still have to be a little shorter. My wife, because of the house, is not done yet. She's still on swing, which means I have to feed the kids. I hope that it's done soon. This last little bit's taken a while, but let's go ahead and welcome the channel members. I didn't get to that. I know some of them were gifts and some of them have dropped off. I think we're at 29 channel members, but I'm going to read this full list one last time because I didn't have time to update it. I noticed it right before. So we have 39 members. It's Roger Matthews. We have Mike's Gaming Gala, TVsHasselhoff, Jeffrey of GoGameGo. We have Metal Torso, eebuckeye, Michael Dougherty, Caleb of 8-Bit Widgets, INTV Fun, that's Sean, Rickster 8 Retro Gaming, Mr. Poestyle, Kurt Bradshaw, Mark Bear, Retro Bliss Gaming, that's Phil, TORQ, I believe TORQ's in the chat. We have Stephen Baker all the way from the UK. We have Mike, the Gaming Road Warrior, PJ Smith, Eric Lamb, Empty Pixel Gaming, Super Mega Graphics 64. That's Cyrus. I think he's in the chat as well. We have TrulyOffensiveName, Bacon Ice Cream Productions. That's Rich Haywood. We've got Stone Farmer, Keven Eagles, Brady Goat 12, Retro Tiburon, for Retro's sake, one of my NES buddies, Lloyd D, Thumper Squid, Ballistik Coffee Boy, Charlie Hustle, Bear Vinson, Off Grid Arcade, that's Bart, Benvril, Savitor, Pierre, Cammo, Ducky, and Tom Jarvis. So I appreciate you all. Thank you so much. So show update. First, let's go ahead and welcome everyone in chat. We got TORQ here. He literally popped in right as I populated the show. What's going on, TORQ? TORQ the Real Brutal Deluxe. A little bit longer name there today. We've got Pierre here. Welcome, Pierre. Oh my, Cyrus. Super Mega Graphics 64. I heard this is the place to go for the best in television, gaming, and news. I believe it too because I'm the one that told me. What's going on, Rick? Good to see you, yo, Inty dudes. Cyrus says it's Intelli time. Kurt Bradshaw's here. Hi, everyone from snowy St. Louis. How much snow do you have? That's something we don't see very often here in sunny California. I mean, you can go certain places and have it on a regular basis, but most of California, not so much. Sean's here, INTV Fun, snowy in Northwest Indiana. Ooh. Code is here. Hello from Georgia, USA, and happy holidays. Mr. Poestyle's here. Hopefully you saw your intro. I decided to play that one again tonight. Everyone's saying hello to everyone. Make sure I don't miss anyone here. Code Po2. Yes, we'll get to that in a minute. Some people have already been receiving their sprints, which is crazy because it's not even supposed to even ship until the 5th, which we'll talk about other things about that here in a minute as well. I am indeed in the chat. Deep in. So deep, says Cyrus. Oh my. That many members? You're rich. How do you think I fund all this? It's all you guys. TORQ says it's YouTube changing what names show where for different channels. Yes, I know. I just wish it would do the regular names. It seems to be going back and forth. It's nothing that I'm changing unless there's a setting that I'm not aware of. Kurt says Saturday got 7 inches and today 3 so far, but still snowing. That's crazy. I can't even imagine having to, shovel your driveway to even leave the house. Never had to do that. I have to deal with extreme heat. That's about it. All right, so show update. We'll have the regular segments for the next few weeks, but it's going to be heavily sprint based. We're going to be showing it off, going over things, helping people that have questions. We're going to be doing some testing. I'm going to show you guys what you can do. So the next few weeks, we're gonna have all these other segments, but we're gonna be heavily sprint based. And so don't get yourself excited because it's a lot of fun stuff we're going to talk about. Channel update. I'll be working on a video that you guys voted in the YouTube post area. We got a lot of people voting, and the one that won was my top 10 favorite Intellivision games from my childhood. So that's trying to branch out, do something different besides the show and gameplay videos. So we're going to go talk about not all of them because I didn't have them all. I had 30 to 35 games as a kid. I'm going to go make a video with some gameplay and talk about my childhood games and maybe a few stories. Those that I can remember anyway. So that'll be coming in the next few weeks as well. Personal update. We had a great Thanksgiving for all of you guys that celebrate. I hope you guys had a nice Thanksgiving as well. We were at my in-laws this year. We rotate every other year, alternate, and we headed down there for some good food, some family, and we got home a little late, but we always have a good time. The house, man, it's almost done. We're waiting for the stone guy. They were here today doing measurements, which I thought they had already done. So they say 3 days. And they're going to have all the stone for the countertop and the shower. And then after that, we need probably a day for the contractors to come in and do the last little touches in the bathroom after those guys are done. And then we need one more day after that to do the inspection and get told, oh, it's all approved, done, we can move in. So sadly, unless things happen way quicker than expected, we won't be moving in this weekend. But for next weekend, for sure, we should be. I'm going to take a few vacation days, and I'm going to not work the weekend and try to get everything in here and set up. That'll give me like 5 days. Maybe I'll take 6. I'm going to be working harder than when I'm at work doing all that moving, I can tell you that. But I can't wait to have the house done and be settled in, at least for the most part. Then we get to go shopping. We got to go get a nice big dining room table. Got to have a bunch of pantry shelves put in. There's a whole bunch of other things that need to happen afterwards once we get the house settled in. So let me go ahead and catch up on chat, and then we'll get started here. 23 degrees. Whew. I haven't seen that in a while. And some embellished stories, says Sean. Measure twice, cut once. That's true. I suppose it won't affect me any because I won't be paying any extra. But I totally get that. Measure twice, cut once. So there's a poll. Let me see if anyone has found it yet. Only one vote. There should be a poll in. Oh, shoot. You know what? I just realized, did I put that sucker on Intellivision Day? I think Poe was in there. I think I did. That's why there's only one vote. Give me 1 second here, guys. No, it's not for kids. I had a poll, and I thought I was in this one, but I was moving pretty good pace. and I'm not used to having live streams posted ahead. So I believe I posted that poll in the Intellivision Day stream. Almost done here. All right, now there should be a poll. Now we'll actually get people voting. When I saw one, I'm like, uh-oh, something's wrong here. Oops. Horse Stream Live, what's going on? Good to see you. 25 degrees here. What is it here? We're in the 50s. That's actually fairly cold for here. All right, let's get into the news. What do we have today? So first and foremost, we are going to flash you guys a little bit because I don't have this part done. I wish this was automatic, but I have to set it every time, and sometimes I forget. Safari. So like always, we're going to start with the Intellivision Invasion Game Challenge score results. And this one might be a record or close to it. My score is pretty sad, but there are some amazing scores that I wouldn't be able to reach even whenever I sat down and played a while. This week was Burger Time. Definitely one of the favorite games for a lot of people on the console. Makes a lot of top fives. 18 people this week. My gosh, and look at these top scores. 2 scores over 300,000. Cristiano, 314,800 for the win. Reza, 308,800. Oop, come on, window. I click and move, and then it goes all the way wide, and I got one of those ultra wide screens. I think it's when I get near the top, it's doing that because it just did it again. Sorry if it moved you guys as well. Kurt Kietsky, third place, 239,700. Stefano, 228,250. How do you even say that? Scotten, 203,300. Sorry if I butchered that name. Stan, 145,100. Mike, 139,500. Alan, now we're under 100,000 here. 77,150. We got Intellivision Digital Fanzine, 73,300. Next, myself, 54,950. I think my high score is a little over 100,000 that I've ever, taken note of. I think I played 2 games, and that was the best one. Jesse, 46,000. Gadislaw, 45,800. Romaine, 44,800. DJF, 42,750. A lot of us around that 40 to 50,000 range. Cristiano, not the winner, but another one, 39,550. Cesario, 32,950. Kevin Schultz, a guy that puts us on every week, 26,450. And Jose, 9,100. Currently playing Lock and Chase until this Sunday. Definitely check that one out. You missed out on a fun one. I always love playing Burger Time. Just wish I could have played a few more games. All right, next up, Sprint Release. So if a lot of you guys know, let me click on over here. There are people with the Sprint in hand. Apparently, things were shipped early and people got them really, really fast. I don't understand how that happens, but it does. And there's at least 4 people, I think, that I know of that have got their Sprint already. And they're posting pictures. Some have posted little videos on things. Very cool to be one of the lucky ones to get your order very early like that. So there's a lot of cool things that you can do. I have a very detailed video coming December 4th. It's possible it'll be here sooner. I've been doing recording and testing, and I was hoping to turn this show into that, but I wasn't allowed to release it yet. So that'll be coming soon, December 4th at the latest. Or if I get the go ahead before that, we'll do a special show once those are coming out. So definitely be on the lookout for my Sprint video. I put a lot of work into it. I'm not the best at those kind of videos, but I hope you guys enjoy it. And then we'll be doing live streams where you guys can ask questions and we'll either find out the answer if I don't know it, and we'll go over it. We'll make videos about it, and we'll be doing a lot of testing. So it'll be a lot of fun messing with the Sprint. It's gonna, it's all brand new, and it's gonna be a lot of fun. I've enjoyed it so far, and I know you guys will too. So what else we got here? Las Vegas Solitaire ROM. I checked recently. I don't think it's here yet. Let's look. Oops. I just realized I'm not even showing you guys anything. Boy, I'm off today. All right. Now let's try that. And you guys probably told me in chat, but I didn't see it. So here, let's go back real quick. I'm not going to read them again, but there are the results. 18 people playing Burger Time. Sorry about that, guys. And there is Intellivision Invasion, the only place I've seen it currently online. There's several people that have posted. This was Hef Stall, and he's in Canada. There's other people, I believe, that weren't in Canada. We've got 88 comments, 200 and something likes. There's other people in here that have posted a picture of it. James just got mine as well, and there's others as well. Here's a little video showing side loading ROMs. I'll be going into that in great detail, showing you guys how to do all the tricks. There's Warren. He has his as well. There's a lot of people that have it. Very cool that they got it early. All right. So now let's click. Oscar Toledo G, nanochess.org. I believe it should be here. I don't know if they're doing some last minute fixes to the game. Watch this website, as the game will be coming very soon in ROM form. And then Intellivision Revolution, fairly soon, we'll be having the CIB release for Las Vegas Solitaire. Fun game. Finally have Solitaire on the Intellivision. So for those of you who have your Sprint, you'll be able to have access to that ROM very, very soon. Intellivision Day. So wrong ones. Intellivision Day. This is Wednesday. I'm going to have a live stream with several guests on, about 20-minute sessions. We're going to play a game of their choosing, and I might play a few myself, trying to play nice with other streamers as well. You can go to INTVPrime.com, click on Intellivision Day. This is not just for YouTubers. It's for anyone playing by yourself. It's just a fun way to say, hey, I'm going to play this game, and people can come in and see all the different people playing Intellivision. Right now, there's 31 entries, and I'm looking forward to having a live stream Wednesday. So I'm not going to do the Tuesday or Thursday this week, because I am working on Sprint videos still, and it's just way too much time to do all of that. And then I have Wednesday's live stream for Intellivision Day. So yeah, so we'll have Wednesday. We might have a surprise if we get to go early in December 4th at 5 a.m. Pacific time. Latest, my Sprint video will go live. I can't release that one early for members unless I postpone it for non-members. But if I get the okay, I'll be posting it everywhere, and you guys can have a look. All right, let's get in a mail call. Catch up with chat first before we do that. Yes, 1-inch biceps. There are several people, regular purchasers, not people that got one early, that have their Sprint in hand. Like, I don't know what happened there. They got it really fast. They shipped a little early or something. I'm not really sure, but there are some lucky individuals that got it way early. Not yet. Got shipping notification a week ago, but that's just a label. Carrier doesn't have the package yet. Savitor, what's going on, sir? Good to see you. Benvril's here. What's going on, Benvril? There's a delay in Canada. I might receive it only from 24 to 28th of December. Some people are even later into January. I think it depends on when you bought it. And if it's not showing available on Amazon, for some of you guys, I reached out to Ben of Play On. Those will be coming back, of course. So just watch for it. in your area if you aren't able to get it right now. I didn't check right before. I didn't ask anyone from Canada. Poe says the only thing I ever lucked out on was Atari 50. It was delivered to me one day before release date, so I hurried up and made a video. As a YouTuber, you would have to. It's like, even if you don't, have a YouTube channel, it's like post on all the group pages and be the lucky sucker. Checked this morning and mine is still confirmed. Peter McNabb, 1871, a delay from Amazon in Canada. A lot of people aren't getting theirs right away. I want to say they were saying like the 18th, or different people are getting different dates. Howard, howdy, Inty. How are you? I'm doing good, sir. How are you? Oh, just waiting on this Sprint console. I'm really looking forward to releasing the video and for all of you guys to have it in your hands. And I'm curious to see what you guys think. I hope you guys all love it as much as I do. TVsHasselhoff, what's going on, sir? Let's go Sprint. Oh, yeah. Hey, chat. In case you're watching in between chores. I do that a lot myself. I ordered a Sprint, but I don't expect to get it right away. Some people it's going to take a while. Metal Torso. What's up, sir? Good to see you. Everyone's saying hello to everyone. Howard is excellent. That's good, sir. I'm glad you are excellent. All right, so mail call. What do we have today? So, speaking of holidays and Amazon and Black Friday deals, not like I needed a sixth one, but I just couldn't pass up $50. So yes, I did. I think Poe did. I'm losing track. I think Poe told me about the one that was on, what's that, Woot or whatever that website is. This one was a Black Friday deal, and I grabbed another one. I couldn't pass it up, not for $50. Let me make sure. I'm going to show my address. Not that I haven't done that before. Got a new issue of Old School Gamer magazine. Look at that, Mario. And this doesn't happen very often. I have a few retro gaming magazines, and two of them came in the same day. This one is Retro Gamer. I think it's from the UK. I know it's overseas. Pretty sure it's the UK. This, I think I showed on one of my Tuesday or Thursday streams because it was throwing me off. I'm like, man, I don't remember showing it on a show, but I'm pretty sure I showed them. And then I went and looked like the last two shows, and I'm like, I didn't show them. And then it dawned on me, I've been showing stuff early on Tuesdays and Thursdays when I go live. So this one, it was cheap, and the box was in better condition than mine. Jack Nicklaus, greatest 18 holes of major championship golf. These are all NES except for two. Ultimate Basketball, and almost none of these would I ever play. They were just games that I went to the local store and I didn't have them. Battleship. This one I'd probably play. WWF WrestleMania Challenge. I think I had just WrestleMania. The Addams Family. Is it Taboo? The Sixth Sense. Where's Waldo? And I found they had some Gen 2 stuff, and I had to find some stuff to buy just because I was so excited to see it. Not that this is Gen 2. This is 2024. This is like one of those things that's it's like the old, it changes around. You're not going to see it on here, but it's a cool little Atari sign. And then I normally buy CIB for Atari, but they didn't have those. But I did buy two games, Superman and Strategic Space Combat game for my 2600 collection. Two games, the only two there I didn't have. They maybe had like 20. I was super excited to see them there. So I found some stuff to buy. What else is here? All right. So here are some books. I told you guys about Oscar's books, ECS, Extended Basic Reference and Example Programs, User Guide, Oscar Toledo G. Now, I'm not capable of using such things, but there is a lot of information in here, and I collect everything in television related, so I grabbed a few of them. They're fairly cheap. I can't remember how cheap, but they were really cheap. Let's catch up and chat here. Off-Grid Arcade, what's going on, Bart? Salvador says, one thing I would say about the 700 Plus is be careful with that Bentley Bear cartridge. Mine never worked and is really hard going in and out of the cartridge slot. Whew. I don't think I've stuck it in yet, Savitor. I have several of them. Gentoo Linux? I'm not sure what that was for. Chris, what's going on? Good to see you. This is Lave26, one of the brilliant minds in the Intellivision community for sure. He knows a lot of stuff that I can't even begin to understand. Buzz3720, I got a notification from Amazon Canada today that delivery of the Sprint has been delayed by 9 days. And then some people are getting it like a work week early. Post says, I forgot to mention in my new video, but the new Pac-Man 2600 Plus has a very tight slot. I'm not going to say it. Usually that is a good thing. I should have read one more line, but all my games were stuck a bit. I haven't opened up my Pac-Man console, but I do have it. One cool thing about that one is it's already fully upgraded on the firmware out of the box and will play almost every homebrew. You don't have to do any updates on that one. At least that's what the Atari guys told me. Chris says, successfully finished soldering core memory project called Core 64 this weekend. Yes, I remember you talking about that, and I asked a question, and you told us a little bit more. Not interrelated, but we did talk about it in the show last week. You feel free to send me pictures when you do stuff like that. I do like seeing it. I thought you mentioned Gen 2, but obviously you were referring to something. Yeah, I think so. I don't even know what I was saying. Torso says, I don't think I ever stuck it in, Casey. Watch your mouth, sir. I knew I was going to get in trouble with someone from that one. All right, what else do we have here? Couple more things. So this was another Black Friday sale, and I'll show you guys this playing in television. These things were on sale 50% off. That one got a little crust somewhere right here. This is the Game Boy looking thing. I grabbed 2 more of them. I'm a sucker for a good deal, and it's something that I'll eventually use. This was a pre-order for my Evercade. Whoa, there's a few things in here. I forgot how many were coming. Holy moly. All right, so this is Cart 47, Collection 1 Activision. We all know a lot of games in this one. Let me make sure this. I didn't realize I was getting this many at once. I thought there was only a few in here. This is Cart 48, Rare Collection 1. Neo Geo Arcade 3. This is Cart 20. Neo Geo Arcade 2. Cart 19. The Lamasoft Collection. Computer Cart 10. What the? Why do I have 2? That's weird. I wonder if I'm sure I probably ordered it twice, but I didn't think I did. Activision Collection 1 again. And Rare Collection 1 again. I thought that was a lot of games when I looked down in there. I don't remember ordering anything twice. Not that I haven't done that before. Usually don't do it with Evercade. All right, so this cool device got my second fully done and updated firmware of my INTV. Oh, there's a pin in there. Oh, and it fell on my chair. I'm gonna stab myself here. They got it held closed with push pins. Here we go. So for those of you that do not know what this is, I love these things. I've been using one since the early prototype. You slide it in your Intellivision console, works with all of them, and it lets you use player 2 or 4, and you can plug in NES controllers and use them on your Intellivision. You can also use adapters and use your Super Nintendo controllers, which also includes all the modern wireless controllers you see from like 8-Bit Do, 8-Bit Do, however you say that. So this thing is great. It also lets you use light gun games. There are upcoming light gun games for the Intellivision. If you haven't seen those yet, they are well done and they work. They work. They're fun. You can also daisy chain 2 of these, which I'll be trying soon, and I'll make a video on that. And then you can do 4-player with gun games or NES and Super Nintendo controllers. I'm happy to be able to daisy chain them and test that out because that's something that I haven't tried yet. I think this is the last one. A lot of stuff this time. And I wonder why I'm always broke. This is fairly new. The Dreadnought Return. This game is a lot of fun. This is Intelligent Vision. This is David Harley Masterpiece, published by the Intellivision Collector. Also compatible with PAL systems. You see indicated by the sticker in the upper right. All right, that's all for mail call. INTV. I have stuff everywhere up here. I need to go through and put everything away. I don't want to stab myself. I'm throwing these in the trash right now because I'll probably put my hand down on them. All right, catch up on chat, and then we will move on. Oh, where's Sal? Sal's Atari and Retro World 396. What's going on, sir? Good to see you. If you guys haven't already, definitely go give him a follow, a sub on YouTube. Yeah. The Core 64, sir, and not one other thing. I don't need pictures of Amir and you in the kilt. Nice. I love building pies. I've dabbled with it over the years. It's been a long time, but now I just kind of buy them all done. I don't have time to anymore. But I do like doing that kind of stuff, and I have done it in the past on computers, mostly. But now we've also got, where to go here? Where the heck did I put it? Oh. So I'll show you what it looks like here. So you've got the GPI Case 2. I've been playing Intellivision games on this. That is a fake cartridge. You got 2 buttons back here. You've got 2 buttons here for controls, or not controls, like for the unit itself, not game controls. Select, start. You've got BA and Y, X, and of course a D-pad. And then on the back, there's a left and right button. You can see them right here. Hard to do this. And I'll show you what I've been playing here. It does take a little bit to pop up. There are a ton of games on this one. And I'll show you what I think I've got the over. Let me see if this is working. And then I'll show you guys on this camera over here. Got extra crap everywhere. Little Atari sign. Everyone's saying hello to everybody. Torso says, you buy a lot of stuff when you buy duplicates and don't remember. I remember pre-ordering. I don't remember doing it twice. And that was a dual pre-order. Man, I don't remember doing it. I so want to see the light gun games coming from Intellivision. There are several. There were 4 at PRGE, and there were some people playing 4 players at a time, which is pretty cool to see because you couldn't do that on the NES. And what the cool thing is, when you miss the ducks and the dog's laughing at you, you can do what we always wanted to do. You can shoot the dog. And I thought that's a lot of fun. I'm telling you right now, that's a lot of fun. I always shot at the dog. It just never did anything. But our version will. Yes, great artwork. Howard says, I remember wanting Dreadnought Factor so bad as a kid, but I could never find it. I didn't know that existed as a kid. I do love that game now. I love shooters, and it's a great game. David Hartley took that game, made it even better, and that's the version I just showed right there. What's going on, Eric Lamb? Good to see you, sir. Toddler Tree, any insight as to what is in the Sprint hardware-wise? What is the CPU? How much RAM? Hard drive space? I don't have those kind of details, but it does use the JZ INTV emulator, and that is the best Intellivision emulator. It's pretty much the only way we would get to play all games, and it's very well done. I'll be able to look. I can't right now. I can get information. Some of that stuff I believe is on the box. I'm trying to recall. I can't remember for sure. I don't want to spread misinformation. Chris says, saw it previously in an NES ROM hack. The multiplayer guns or shooting the dog? Not sure which one you meant there. All right, Homebrew Highlight. So we're going to talk about another David Hartley Intelligent Vision game. This one published by Intellivision Revolution, and that is Death Star Strike. Let me switch over here to the right one. So this definitely makes Star Strike a lot more fun to play. I can't remember. I don't think it's public yet, but I have a video made on this game. Here is the full color manual. Star Wars Death Star Strike. Guess I should show you the overlays. Good thing they didn't fall out. There is the overlay. This also comes with a poster. Here's the cart. And this is, at least mine, is a brand new 3D printed cart or injection molded. I can't remember what it's called, but it's not a recycled cart. It comes with a retro style poster. I believe it's the first game from him that I've seen this. I could be wrong. I'm trying to think. Try not to hurt myself. Thinking too much. All right, so let's go ahead and show you guys a little bit of Star Wars Death Star Strike. I'm not forgetting. Give me a second here. There we go. I almost put up the wrong one. All right. So you've got level. Oh, come on. You've got level pro or hard. Oh, or easy. We'll play on easy because I'm not very good at this game. You've got score type. You've got timer. Amount of silos. Can pick 5 through, I thought it was 9, but I guess it's 8. Silo distance. You got near, mid, and far. Show computer, yes and no. TIE fighters, low, mid, high. Same with Death Star and what the heck is that? I don't even know what that is. So you want to be behind them, obviously, and not get shot. There's a timer in the upper right that shows you when the next one's coming down, which will be any time. So we've got 6 seconds. Couldn't get that one. They're going to come out, of course, right before it comes. Got it. Missed those two, though. Oh, of course. I'm playing on the StreamYard screen too, which is a little bit of a delay. Some games I can do that and they're fine. It's not a big delay. And then other times there's no way. Catch up. This game doesn't take long. I'm either going to die or we're going to beat it. And then I'll catch up with you guys in chat. Oh no. I think we only have one more. My thumb's already getting a little sore. I'm using the Intellivision 2 controller. I think this is one game. I would not be using an Intellivision 2 controller. Come on. So one thing I like about this one, and why I let it go and didn't want to turn it off, is whenever you beat it, it tells you your score, but it tells you all your settings. So like if you're having a high score game challenge and you know, it's just not going to throw up a score. You're like, well, were you playing easy? Were you on hard? I mean, it's like how many silos? You know, you're going to have the right settings whenever you're playing. And I love the way David does that with most of the games that have a high score. Let me get out of this now. So David definitely made me like Star Strike a lot more. I had Star Strike as a kid, and I could beat it. It just, once you played it a handful of times, I just didn't want to play it much anymore. Let me catch up now. Howard says someone should hack Kool-Aid Man and make it cool. That would be David Harley. I don't know if it's possible. David only works on stuff like that he likes already, which makes sense. I mean, it's not like I do videos on the channel F. I don't play it. I don't have any nostalgia for it. I'm not going to make videos on it. David's the same way. I used to think, well, why not just do it? It's like, if you're not interested in the game, I don't think he likes Kool-Aid Man. Most people don't. But Michael Hayes might do it. Tofu, what's going on? There needs to be an option for non-Atari and non-Amazon. It's all Casey's fault.
This is all Casey's fault!
I don't know how that one's my fault, but I usually get blamed. Derek, getting it before Christmas is still cool, though. Yes, definitely. Getting it. It's coming out. I mean, we know it's on time. It's not going to be late because people already have it in their hands. And believe me, I would be showing you guys videos right now if I was allowed. But if you guys come in late, definitely watch December 4th at the latest, 5 a.m. Pacific time. Or if I'm given the go-ahead, it may come out sooner. I'll definitely be telling everyone and posting everywhere if that happens. Thankfully, yes. Tofu, I'm not going to open mine early and just put it under the tree. Just like the old days. I can't even remember getting mine. I was so young. Sean says, oh, I see a timer when the ship or bomb is coming. Nice. Yes. Yes. That really, I love that. Great shot, Casey. That was a 1 in a million. Savitor, Kool-Aid Man could be reskinned as a Tron game. What? Understood. Benvril, yeah, Michael Hayes is the man to do it, and he actually always talks about Kool-Aid Man. Lade says, Kool-Aid Man, Jonestown edition. Actually, it was Flavor Aid. Okay, so let me switch over to this camera and it should be working. Let's see. Okay. So make sure you guys can hear me. I'll try to bring it up a little higher for you guys. So this is the GPI. Maybe if I stand up, see what that looks like. Forgot which way Intellivision was. Probably going the wrong way. There it is. Not all of them are on here, but there's 115 games. I've been playing a lot of games downstairs. Airstrike. Interesting. I think I've got... They play really well. The screen is really nice. It's a little dusty. Hopefully, I'm trying to watch to see if there's no reflection. Let me see the volume. Hopefully you guys can hear it. I'll put it over there. It plays well, sounds great. And whenever you want to use the keys, you push this side button and you can move around. Like I can put auto fire on if I don't die first. So now I've got auto fire. Obviously that's not going to work for game buttons, so not all the games are on here. But anything that you don't need to like shoot, that works fine to push buttons or change settings. Trying to get it where it's not wrong way. Like in a double. Select start, go out. There's a lot of games in here. Some are homebrew. Goat Nom Goon Enough. What the heck's Goon Enough doing on there? I didn't load this, guys. Hard Hat, Hotel Bunny, Hover Force, Ladybug, League of Light, Lock and Chase, Locomotion. Feels weird that I'm standing up. Oh, Mummy. Hubert. It's mostly 125 on here, but they play well. I'll show you one more little bit. Too much reflection. So right here, 1 or 2 players. Hit that side button. Maybe I have to do enter. Oh, and that one I need to configure. That one's not the right way. But I'll show you that it works over here in the mic. Let me switch back. So the sounds don't stand up on stream. At least you guys know I have pants on. I used to joke with Jeff, GoGameGo all the time. Don't stand up. So this thing's pretty cool. This way it's not going to do it. That's why I did that other camera. I can't just show it. It has, forget what you call it, safe off, where I can just turn it off. I don't have to do any kind of little things on there so it doesn't get hurt. I love that thing. Jesse, Ivory Tower Collections, what's going on, sir? Good to see you. I'll assume you were talking about this, but Tofu says, are you saying, Casey, that you already have your Sprint, but it's just unopened? I have it for video making purposes. The video's coming. I can't give details. I can't show it. There's an embargo date, which is something new to me. I mean, I kind of knew what it was, and I had to look it up for the rest. But I will have a video December 4th. I know a lot about it from PRGE. I know even more about it now. But definitely, I may get to release it sooner. You'll know when I know. But December 4th, 5 a.m., that's the latest. You'll have to wait for my video. Made for ants? Yeah, good enough is Goonies, but what I was getting at is, why is that on there? Was that given out free at some time? I'm wondering. I might have to build one of those. It's pretty cool. The boards, I can show you. So it's just one of those little, oh boy. It's a little tiny Pi. I can't remember which one it is. Pi Module 4 Mini or Light. I think it's a Light. And it has a micro SD card. So you buy this unit, And that board with this top coming off just slides in there, snaps in, and you put your micro SD card right here and do your build. That's it. And it has a dock, which I don't have up here, and you set it in. It has a rechargeable battery. This thing's pretty cool. I've been playing a lot of Intellivision games downstairs on it. Also, whenever I'm going through my NES games and adding them downstairs to my collection database, I'm trying the game on here every time whenever I'm putting one in so I can see what kind of game it is, if it's one I don't know. Is it in a special influencers box or regular packaging? These were, at least mine, regular packaging. Saw some of the Atari influencers media boxes look amazing. Yes, but that was for you're talking about the Pac-Man 2600, that round one they had. That thing looked amazing. I was so hoping that it was something special like that, but I mean, I'm not going to be bummed. I'm not. I just would have been extra excited, if that makes sense. Jesse says, yes, Good Enough was released free like 2 months after I bought it. Oh, wow. Okay, so, okay. I just want to make sure I wasn't showing games. I mean, not that I don't own them, but I don't want to show games on a device that I paid for that already that have games that are pirated. I definitely don't pirate anything. Mr. Poestyle, I've just seen the ROM somewhere as a free download. Okay. Thought I read it. It says Raspberry Pi Compute Module 4, and I know this is a light board. I just remember that from the instructions. It's the only one that fits in there, I guess. It's a little bit of a tight fit, but my fingers are big. I had a hard time sticking them in there and pushing down, but I eventually got it. And the memory card's easy to do. Thing's pretty cool. My son doesn't know it, but the only thing is the build's like $200. These are like $60 normal price. The 1.5 terabyte card that is full, that's like 108. But when you buy the build, it's 200. The Pi board, if you got it through a certain link, those were like $40 each. It was $400 and something for this bad boy, but I mean, I'm glad I have it. It was worth it. All right, where are we at here? 125 homebrew gameplay video updates. So somehow Rev on his website posted my baseball video, the home run Super Pro baseball. It's for members only. I didn't think he was a member unless he keeps his hidden. He posted a link to it. I don't know how he did that. And then someone said, I can't see it. It's members only. And then Rev said something about, here's another one that's not behind a paywall. And I'm like, I said, it's not behind a paywall. It's just members get it early, just a little bit, and then it goes live. But I'll go ahead and make that one live. So that's why baseball came, and it wasn't on a Friday. I went ahead and decided to put it out right away since he shared the link. But he shared Papa Pete's. Mine was just a gameplay video showing it off. Papa Pete, when he does the old guys and old games, which I'll be doing. I do some of these, but I haven't done them in a while. I'll be doing these as well. But he's going into great detail, talking about the game, showing you how to play, all the options, not just a gameplay video. So I recommend it on there. It's like, watch Pete's. Mine'll work now, but watch Pete's. It's a lot more in detail, and you'll learn how to play the game and all about it that way. I'm just showing it off in the gameplay videos. So Friday is going to be Stunt Cycle. You guys have already seen it. I got to get these in. Friday will be Stunt Cycle. So I've already played a whole game. I was going to play Homebrew Highlight. I was just going to play a few games of Star Wars Death Star Strike, but I don't think I need to play that one because we kind of just beat the game. What do you guys want to see? I could open up Dreadnought Return. Is there anything you guys want to see? I don't think I'm missing anything already. Like I said, this was I was supposed to be doing some other stuff, and I kind of wanted to leave it open in case. I didn't know until right before going live that whether I could or couldn't go ahead with sprint videos. So I don't have that accessible. Maybe I do. From Brian's Man Cave and Intellivision Revolution. These nuts return. They're not hugely different, Howard. So basically, most of the time what David does, he does a lot of subtle differences. Like in Death Star Strike, you saw it's, or is it the, oh man, it's the X-Wing, or it's not, it's a different ship. You know, he added a timer. He'll change and tweak, give you all the options where you can pick how many silos, difficulty levels. He does like a lot of tweaking and cool new features. So, but it's still the same game that you love, except usually a whole lot better. Let me see. Am I going to play this? I'm not going to play this one on StreamYard. I'm going to play it on the TV. Savitor, random questions. Does an Intellivision flashback controller work on an original Intellivision 2 console? It will with an adapter. So I have those adapters. The wiring's a little bit different. Or another little plug. If you have an IntelliPort, which is another device from 8-Bit Widgets, much like the INTNES, and I'm going to do some detailed videos on these. I was in the early phases and testing on both these units. See the little FB/IN? If you click this little switch over to FB, then they are for flashback controllers. So if you have the IntelliPort, you can use 1 or 2 players, 3 or 4, and you can switch between flashback and original Intellivision controllers. And you can also power a lot of the aftermarket controllers need power, and this will work for those. You don't want to charge anything or anything high powered. There's only so much to go around. So, but it will power all the controllers that I've tested with it so far. Yep, not without an adapter or rewiring, but the IntelliPort. Boom. Chuck, what's going on, Chuck? DJC Game Studios. Well, hello there. I'm at the bar being silly, so just want to stop and say hi. See you Wednesday for Intellivision Day Sprint podcast. So are you going live after me tonight? We need to tell everybody if you are. Jesse says I rewired 2 of my flashback controllers and use them in the game room with my Sears unit. Yeah, if you know what you're doing and you can rewire them, you can do it. They were supposed to be wired the same. It was a mistake, but once they realized it was too late. So adapters are what you have to do, or the IntelliPort, which is a great product. Salvador says, I do have an IntelliPort. I was curious because the adapter for the Sprint. Yeah, so I think that would work. That's something I'll be testing too. I don't have the adapters yet, but I'll be trying all the controllers, all the configurations. You guys have questions, send them to me, and I'll make a video, short videos, and show it on the show. We'll be doing a lot of Sprint stuff. Chuck says he's not going live tonight. So Wednesday, 6:30 Pacific, 9:30 Eastern, the Sprint podcast. I've been on the last 2 weeks as a guest. I'm pretty sure I can do it, but that's also Intellivision Day. So we'll see. Jesse said nothing against the IntelliPort, but those of us with a soldering iron in like 10 minutes of work. Well, the IntelliPort, it does more than just that. So you can plug this in. You can use 4 players without an ECS, or say your controllers were broken, or you just want to try an arcade stick now and then. You leave it on 2 and you plug in whatever you want to use. Just don't use them both same time. Or you can use the flashback controllers. And, you know, it's a cool device. A lot of the, like I said, a lot of the aftermarket controllers have like a USB plug. They need power. You can all plug it in right there direct. I really like mine. And I go back and forth with different controllers for testing, and it just makes it easy. DJC saying hello, everyone. All right, so let's go ahead and play a little bit of Keystone Cops, which was, I think it was Tofu. We requested it before. I didn't have it. And now we're going to try it. And I'm on the Intellivision 2 controller. Switch over here. Don't want to flash you guys for too long. I can't talk about details really, unless it's something that was already, we talked about from PRGE. I'm just not allowed to. Keystone Cops by Brian. Special thanks to, was that Oscar? Game testers Brian, John, and Steve Jones. Steve Jones Box Company. John is Rev in Television Revolution. Phil Bolin did the overlays. Frank Westfall did the box, and I missed the last one. This was one of... Wrong controller. Uh-oh. Let's see if this controller works. And I died already. Should be getting close to him. I saw him. I like that screen right there. Is it the paddy wagon? Is that what that's called? Let me catch up here. Poestyle says, I'll be on MGG tomorrow night, but we may have a winter storm coming, so I may be on MGG Live tomorrow. What is the show topic? Normally I know and I talk about it, and lately I've been playing Tuesday and just sending people from my chat to his with a link. But what is that show for, Poe? Let everyone know. And that will be on Mike's Gaming Gala or Retro Bliss Gaming, the weekly podcast Tuesdays, and it's 5 p.m. Pacific time, 8 Eastern, right? Pretty sure. Having a brain fart here. Jesse says, I only use actual controllers for the consoles. I don't use any USB replicas on my PC or anything. I use a lot of different controllers. Most of the time, I don't even mind this so much, depending on the game. I like the disc on this one. I usually use the regular controllers. Some games, though, like Phoenix and, other games, I like different controllers. I like to test them all. So I do use different ones. And 4 players, there's games coming. So there's going to be, how many of us are going to have 4 players if you're not at somewhere like PRGE, though? Yeah, over at my house, my son will play once in a while. My daughter will play a little bit. But to do testing, we'll definitely go into the new edition upstairs. We'll have a Sprint console there and a regular Intellivision, and I can do some recording with some 4-player games. There's just not room right here. Like, there's a desk here, shelves there. 4 people wouldn't fit right here. Tofu says, after the release date, what config are you using? Are you interested in looking at? I don't really know yet. Oh. Yeah, I'm interested to see how different Keystone Cops is to the Atari version. Which one do you prefer? I think this is a good version. I've played the Atari some, not a whole lot. How far am I behind? 2 minutes in chat. I have this one really fun. The Muddy Vision version for the 7100 is great too. Derek, has anyone tried printing overlays on a home printer? You can do it. I know people that have done it. I don't like the crinkly. Pretty much what I do, if I don't want to have the overlay in there, I'll bring it up on my phone or the computer. And most of the time, the controls aren't really hard to figure out. You don't need a lot of buttons. But the ones that are in depth, you got to glance at an overlay. But you can print them out, cut them out, put them in there if you don't mind pushing on paper. There's a lot of people that have made their own that are pretty nice looking. Poe says he's just interviewing me and we'll talk about my problem with Atari's pre-orders and shipping. Oh, so is it just you and Poe? You and Mike? Jonas Ness, what's going on? I can't remember. Do you have the whole 125 in your collection? Of course. If not, what games are you looking for? I have all the 125. I'm a variant collector. I have a lot of games, like the Japanese, the Bandai games. I have games from all kinds of countries. I have some super rare stuff. I go after the other consoles. I have every single homebrew. I try to have everything. There's a lot of stuff I'm still missing, but not much. Not as far as games, but there's no one ever has it all. I don't care how much money you have, how long you've been collecting. C-Mart, and there's a few others that have a ton of stuff. They make my collection look small. I have a lot of cool stuff and stuff they don't have, don't get me wrong, but they have way more. but they never get it all. You can't. It's impossible. There's so many things you have to get. It just never ends, which is, I think it's the cool thing and the shitty thing about collecting for Intellivision. Shitty thing is you can never have it all. If you're a completionist, that's kind of hard pill to swallow. But on the same note, you're never done. So there's always more things to find to buy, and it kind of never ends. So that's also the flip side. That's pretty cool as well. Jesse says, Derek, I made some overlays about 20 years ago. What I did was reverse print on a transparency film with my inkjet printer. Oh, cool. Then I painted the back sides with white enamel to bring out the colors. How long did they last, Jesse, doing it that way? That is what I like about the touchpad controllers. Yeah, you were making some digital ones on there. Really enjoying using mine for the digital overlays. And what he's talking about, for those of you that don't know what it is, let me go big screen here. Sorry, Tofu. We'll get back to the game here in a second. This is a 16 direction thumbstick, and you've got the side buttons. The only thing for me, I have large hands. The side buttons for me should have been up here. They're way down here, so I have to hold it a little different down lower, but I play just fine. The screen, there's, I forget how many, 100 and something, 200, I think. 200 overlays. You can make your own. Jesse's done several of them. He did one for me. In fact, the touchscreen works really well as long as you don't mind not being able to feel where the buttons are. Like baseball, you can play, but you're going to make mistakes. Jesse's full of good information. Lathe says, one-of-a-kind prototypes are unreal. Example, pop Intellivision items. You have a lot of really rare stuff, too. You got a lot of pop Intellivision stuff, right? Jesse says, over a decade until I gave them away with consoles and game packages I used to use as door prizes during my small convention I used to host annually. I don't think you've told me that. We chat a lot, but I don't think you've ever told me about that. That's pretty cool. Or until I got a CIB version of the games and then tossed them. Howard says, that's rad, dude. DIY NT controller. All right, let's get back to the game for Tofu. Oop, that's web pages. And I got tagged again. Started to look over the screen, saw a bouncing ball, whatever the heck it is. We're going to go the long way. I made it. You got the skyline up top. I like the paddy wagon. Is that? I don't think anyone answered. Is that what it's called? Oh, I should have went up right there. There he is. We should be able to catch up with him still. There he is. You caught him. That's a cool graphic. I don't know. I like that one. Jesse says, yep, for 13 years, I hosted my own small retro gaming convention here locally. That's pretty cool. I'd love to do stuff like that. I keep talking about having booths here locally. I mean, most of you guys know, you go to most conventions, it starts at NES. You'll see some stuff, but it's nothing big. I'm thinking about some of the bigger local shows. You know, nothing like Midwest Gaming Classic or PRGE, but they're good size. Maybe doing a small table and taking some of my cool stuff, having some signage done, some stuff for the show, you know, get people to sub and be aware of me, and then having like a sprint console and, you know, just kind of talking with people about Intellivision, letting people play some games, show off some controllers. Like I could bring my BD Retro mods, arcade stick, you know, Caleb with his NT NES, NT port, show things off, show the gun games. I mean, get people interested in television, start talking to them about it, maybe make some sales for these guys. It'd be fun to do. Just talk in television and let people enjoy some cool stuff. Chris says, managed to get a pricey but good deal for a pile of pop and television stuff. Yes, you've got some cool stuff. A lot of which I do not have. Last time I held it, though, was back in 2015, 10 years. Shopping cart. Oh, I just missed that. Ooh, almost touched that. Should be on this screen. Yep. Oh, it's been a while since I've played this. So many games, so little time. Constantly moving, showing the new stuff. Oh, I landed on his head. You caught him. 612. We're probably getting close to where I start to die. Oh, yeah, I forgot. I'm like, whoa, I got a duck. Another thing I want to start doing, mainly because I want to play a lot of these games that are more lengthy. I want to start a series where... Oh, my gosh, you got away. I'm talking and just ran right into that plane. That's a cool graphic. I want to start an in-depth series like Operation Cloudfire or what's another one of my favorite games? I got the box right here. Rick Dynamite. I want to play some of these lengthy games and just do different segments and go all the way through the game. I mean, if I'm going to sit there and play it, I might as well record it or be live. There are so many games that because starting YouTube that I just don't get time to play. I need to find a way to do it. And it's amazing. There are so many just phenomenally done, well done games. And I want to play them longer than just showing you guys. It only happens a handful of times. Oh, I was going to go in there. Almost got him. Ooh, I was just getting ready to duck. Ah. And again. I'm going down fast. This is probably my high score, too. I don't even know if I have one registered. I try to remember to take screenshots anytime I play a game. At least put something in my high score. Whoa, kind of flip screen and got him. I caught him. Make sure I'm not missing anything here. Nothing yet. I don't think I'm going to last too much longer here. Hey, I was pushing down. I thought I was. I tried to do that last second to be as fast as possible, and apparently it wasn't good enough. I better not cut it that close. Woohoo! So there's a lot of cool stuff that the Sprint talking and running right into it. A lot of cool stuff with the Sprint. We see a lot of digital games both being released now and in the works. I'm hoping to be talking about a lot more things soon. I'm going to be going over a lot of the free games and showing people what you can play for free. Pick kind of like my favorite games and maybe a lot of different styles. It's going to open up so much. I see pure digital, and then I see people talking about like Electronite, talking about having like a little case or a little box and having a manual, overlays, and a USB stick, kind of like digital physical, I guess, whatever you want to call that. I love seeing there's a lot of people that want to play ROMs only, and there's a lot of people that want the physical stuff to collect. And for me, it just adds something new. So now I have to have the ROM. If they sell it that way, I have to have the physical digital, and I have to have the complete in box. But it's nice to see that everyone, no matter how you want to play, the Sprint is kind of going to make that happen for the community. And now some people are, like, oh, they're going to release this, and this. Sometimes publishers, usually they have to purchase the rights for the digital distribution to sell the ROMs. And not all publishers do, because a lot of them haven't been releasing them. So you're not going to see all games, at least from the publishers. Maybe they'll go back and grab those licenses, or you'll see it from either the programmer or if someone different has the digital distribution rights. But we're going to see a ton of games in ROM form, and there's more to that going to be coming soon, and we'll definitely be covering all that and showing them off. I'm looking forward to having something different to collect. Oh, you know what? I don't think I can stop. Ooh, the cart's faster. If anyone's interested in that retro... What? Did he hit me before I was in the elevator? If anyone's interested in this or wants some more information, send me a DM and I'll let you know. They're not cheap, or if you want to do your own, even if you do your own, they're still not cheap. But they are really cool. And they play really well. What? Cheaters! Still don't want to fill Retro Bliss's lines. Oh! I keep running into those. Do I die, or does this just keep going? I've died way too many times to... Okay. I see that 7. Is that what that is? Is my game over now? What's a 49? I'm still on the fast level. And this continues, I'm assuming? I just gonna go, oh wait, do not run into them this time. So I've been here 3.5 years in the house. We had our first mouse. We're like, what in the heck is that noise? Like, we have a mouse. So whenever we leave the doors open and the security screens, there's a gap and they can come in. We have a cat. We've never had one. But we do right now. What the heck? And we had a spot that had some damage on the wall, and it was actually open. We never had bugs, anything. This house is like sealed up. And my wife walked by and seen him run into the hole. So I was like, well, I guess we have to seal that up. So I think he came in through the door and he found that hole, because now we just hear him running around on the walls. I think he's stuck. So he's probably going to stink. I have no way to let him out. Top left is a countdown timer. Are there high score apps, or do you just... I use my phone. So I will use Notepad because you can do a lot of things in there now. Website links, pictures, check boxes. I mean, you can do all kinds of things. So I'll put a screenshot. Like right now, if I had a high score, I would hit screenshot on my stream deck right here. And then I would put it in there, put the name, put any settings, like if I was on a different difficulty level. And then I type out the score and I just put them in alphabetical order as I put them in. It's just kind of a way for me to reference, like, someone asks, what's your high score? Or if I playing it again and I'm like, do I have a high score? Did I beat it? My son's like me. He's competitive. He likes to get the high score. At least those things flying around aren't as difficult to dodge as the bats in Pitfall 2 and 3. Just know when you got one, you have a few in most cases. Howard, rat terrier dogs are great mouse hunters. They hunt in the dark. We have one outside cat, one inside cat. So the mice are pretty much screwed. But I mean, we do live in the country. We're out a little ways. Jesse says, each time we've had a mouse, we end up catching about 3 or 4 of them within a week. I used to have one and brought it into my mom's house and she killed a mouse in the night. Wait. I used to have one and brought it to my mom's house and she killed a mouse in the night. I have, when I was growing up, that reminded me when you said mom, I had a snake about 4.5 feet long, just a gopher snake, but it was pretty big, pretty thick. My mom's deathly afraid of snakes. Only reason I had it's because my dad let me. We caught it at the family ranch where I'm living now. It got out. It was out for 2 days. We couldn't find it. My mom was so pissed every time, walking around looking everywhere, and that just made her think about it all the time. I was in trouble for 2 days nonstop. I don't know how old I was, 12, something like that. Maybe 11, 12. But yeah, I was in trouble for 2 days straight. Ended up being down the side of the bed and mixed into some toys or something, and it just was hiding out. Whatever you have shown on the screen. Oh, missed one. You can just press SW2 button once quickly on your Lumicode Intellivision and it'll oh, I didn't know that. Good to know, Jesse. Don't forget to smash the like button and click subscribe and hit the bell. Thank you, Code. Appreciate that. I am in California. I'm in the Central Valley, so I'm like an hour and a half from San Francisco. I'm an hour 20 south of Sacramento. I'm a country boy. So I'm from California, but I'm nowhere near a big city. Mr. Bassman, what's going on? Or as we call him now, Mr. Assman. He says he's both. Oh, Washington. Okay. I grew up going to Washington all the time. I still have family there. And I was there just a couple years ago. And I go to PRG every year, which is in Northern Oregon. Yep. Any screen caps are stored in a folder on the SD card labeled, huh. You probably told me that before, or it was something that I was supposed to read, but I don't recall that. And then inside of that will be a folder that matches the name of the system profiles and the screen caps. That makes it really easy, especially if I'm playing like downstairs on a regular TV when I'm not sitting here with my entire recording setup. Where were you in California, sir? I've been here for 50 years and 2 months. I was born about 12 minutes from here. I've never lived farther than that. This is the farthest I've lived from where I was born. I'm an hour and a half to the nearest Walmart. Woo! Yeah, I'm not as far out as you, sir. I'm far out for most people. I'm like in the middle of all the towns. I'm like 8 to 12 minutes in any direction. There's towns everywhere, but I'm just in the country out in the middle of all of them. They all keep getting bigger and it keeps getting closer. Camp Pendleton and Norco. Is that down south? I don't even know where that is. I've never even heard of that. I'm like 6.5 hours from LA. Oh, I've talked about Lumicode code. That is something Jesse does. It's an upgrade, and it gives you HDMI out for your Intellivision, and it's really good. It looks better than my current expensive setup with all the different components, and you have that one setup. Jesse, do you have any available for people to do upgrades? Off-Grid says it takes us 25 minutes to get into our little town we live in. Yeah, you're definitely, that's hence Off-Grid Arcade. Camaro SS SY2EI. I've lived in the country my whole life. I can't imagine living in a city. No way. I will not. I'm not. It's not like I'm in the mountains or like as far out as Bart is, but I am a country boy. I grew up in a small town, which that's okay. But I don't have neighbors anywhere close to me, and I like it like that. I love living in the country. When I go to like even PRGE, you know, being up in what I call a big city, I just don't like it. I'm always on edge. I like, give me the open country any day. Okay. So if you guys are looking for a Lumicode upgraded, not modded, Lumicode upgraded Intellivision console, Jesse has some right now. Reach out to Ivory Tower Collections on Facebook, and definitely I can guarantee you I have it. I have other consoles he's done different ways. Jesse's top notch. There's several people that do it, and they're all pretty good, the ones I've heard about. But me specifically, most of all my stuff has been through Ivory Tower Collections. The video alone you get is worth it, and he does really good work. Camp Pendleton is Marine Base by Oceanside. Okay, Oceanside. I do know that one. Norco is North Corona, close to Riverside. So yeah, that's all. That's about 6 to 6.5 hours south of me. I need Lumicode for my Intellivision too. Lumicode is freaking sweet, Poe. You will love it. I've got 4 digitizers for Intellivisions on hand right now, and those were hard to get for a while. Like I said, you guys won't regret it. That is the best picture I've ever seen coming out of Intellivision. Direct, you have the console, plugs in a little box, and you plug it HDMI right to your TV. Perfect picture. And apparently you can take cool screenshots just by pushing buttons. Originally from Fairbanks. Okay. I know where that is as well. Jonas Ness, Casey, have you ever been to... I have not. I love castles. I would love to go see a lot of castles. I lived in Iceland and Norway for several years. I'm Swedish. I'd love to go to Sweden. I think that right now that's the top place if I leave the country that I'd like to go to. I would love to go to Sweden. And my family, oh boy, let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I want to say I'm only like the 5th generation on the, my father, his father, his father. Other sides of my family, we've been here since the beginning. But Nidal has only been here about 5 generations. There's not many of us in the United States either. And you can still find them in Sweden. Not a country guy. Lived in the city my entire life. Oh, man, I love the country life. I love having space. I have a big shop. It's like I can do so many things. And it's like I don't have to worry about people bothering me ever. But I'm still close enough to people that I do have neighbors, just not like you would think of neighbors. Off-grid. Oh, I'm 2 minutes behind. We aren't that far from everything. We can see 2 other houses from our house. So yeah, I can see houses, but I'm not quite as far as you. Ivory Towers, Casey said that he would pay to have mine done. Yes, and they were cheap for me to get this time. They weren't cheap. They were cheap for me to get this time either. Weren't. Okay, the next one. I'm like, I knew what you meant. I knew it wasn't going to say they were cheap. Howard says, just got back from Trondheim. Hopefully I said that right. Last August. I'm not Swedish, but my meatballs are. Ooh. Casey, I visited Finland and met Swedes while I was there. That's cool. I'd love to check it out. I really would. Just to go back to where I know that my great-great-grandfather came from. He came over with his father, I want to say like 12, 13 years old. Obviously, I never met them. Just got home from the barf. I don't even know my neighbors. You live in town? You don't know any of your neighbors? Yeah, I guess that can go both ways. Makes things easier, I guess. And nowadays, it's not as common. When I was growing up, we knew all the neighbors all around the town. And nowadays, a lot of times you hear people talking, it's like, they're so-and-so. I don't really know them. The bar. I was in, oh boy, Keflavik, Iceland for 4 months in 92. That sounds cold, sir. Now maybe I shall smoke. Have a beer. Chuck, drink? No. Hey, speaking of that, when's that last Astro Smash show? You know that's gonna hurt. And make sure we don't miss it. There's a few people that I need to make sure are in there with me. Tofu, when is KCVS DJC Game Studios game off happening? Whenever he's ready, sir. I'm so excited for my Sprint, which did not come early from Atari at all. Totally didn't. Jesse said, when I was a boy, I only knew my friends, didn't know our neighbors back then either. So to me, having block parties and all that just sounds weird to me. I don't think we ever had block parties, but we did. I grew up in a town where it was a new neighborhood. Almost every single house had a kid within 5 years of me, most of them within 2 to 3 years old, or two to 3 years of my age. So I had a great childhood, lots of friends, lots of everything. I'd love to visit Iceland. I've read about it. That's about it. Possibly Thursday for Astro Smash. Sweet. You let me know once that's a done deal, sir. Wednesday, me and Casey may do some head-to-heads. Oh. I can do that. You come on. We'll do that. I'll even let you pick the game. Whatever you think you're good at. Let's go one more. And then I got to go feed the kids. It is right about 6:30 here. What time is it? 6:34. And man, I'm excited because no matter what, the end of this week, I might even go do some extra streams just because the Sprint will be here. As soon as that embargo's lifted, I'm going to be doing all kinds of stuff. Oh, come on. And like I said earlier, if you missed it, a lot of the next few weeks, the shows, we're going to have the regular segments, Homebrew Highlight. Oh, I started to turn around. The news, and of course, but they're going to be heavy on the Sprint, guys. We're going to be testing things, talking about it, showing it off. I'm going to be playing on it. Landed on his head again. I caught him. All right, so Chuck said, oh, man, either one of those would be great, Chuck. Phoenix, we got to do Phoenix. It doesn't take long to play a game. Aardvark, I haven't played in a while. You still have the high score on that one. That's what she said, says Tofu. You still have the high score on both of them. I need to post the other ones for Phoenix. I haven't beat you in Aardvark yet, but I have gotten close. But yeah, it's different. It's different when we can play and play and play. And, oh, look what I got. It's a lot harder when you're live and you got one shot. And, it's like we're playing Phoenix, high score wins. That's a lot of pressure. I can handle the pressure. Can you? I can. May not have a great score, but the pressure will not affect me. I've done a lot of racing in my life, and I love pressure. I thrive under pressure. Still, doesn't mean I'll get a good score, but it won't hurt me either. Post says, I totally forgot that I have Aardvark sitting here somewhere. Dude, that's a fun game. I was watching Phil, Retro Bliss Gaming, and DJC play that, and I'm like, doesn't look that good to me. And I finally tried it. I think Phil, he picked it for something, or maybe it was a challenge. I played it. I'd been watching those two play it for quite a while. Once I played it, it's one of my favorite games. I love it. It's a fun game, and man, does it get hard. But I have played Oils Well a lot on the ColecoVision. I don't know that game. I'm assuming it's the same, but Mr. Dew's another good one. That's another good one. we could do this every so often too, like once a month. Once a month, we can do a live, pick a few games and just one shot, winner takes all, do 3 or 5 games, depending on how long. And, 2 out of 3 wins or 3 out of 5, whatever. Mr. Do is the shiz. Mr. Do's good. Especially in the Neo Geo. I like, on all those games, they're great to have on these consoles. I still prefer playing the main versions or arcade machine. Especially, what's the other one? Not Mr. Do, Dig Dug. Jesse says, I've tried playing Mr. Do, but I just suck at it. It's weird. Like, sometimes, like Chuck says, you're good at all the games that I'm not. And, usually if that's the case, he's good at the games I'm not. It's like we all have games that we're good at, and then others that we're like, yeah, we like them, but we're definitely not good at them. You can't be good at everything. I mean, I'm not. Chuck, maybe. But I don't know anyone. I think it's a toss-up between... I think Chuck plays more. Intellivision Dude and DJC Game Studios, I honestly do not know anyone else that plays an Intellivision console more. I'm really curious about the Mattel Aquarius. I have a lot of Aquarius stuff. Printers, digital recorders, most of the games, a lot of the hardware. It's cool stuff, but the games are way less quality than Intellivision. I can tell you that. Can't even get past the second board. Oh, well, maybe you can come on live and we can do some pointers and teach you something. Because you should be able to get past the second board. I can give you pointers, live pointers as you play. We can get you past that second board. Oh, Neo Geo plays on a Raspberry Pi. Neo Geo is expensive. I owned almost all the consoles growing up. There wasn't a lot that I didn't have at one time or another. I didn't have a ton of games on all of them, but I had a lot of the consoles. All the, I would say the main ones. Neo Geo, I knew it existed, but there's no way in hell. That stuff was expensive. Bacon Ice Cream Rich will be joining us Wednesday, and also, nice. I'll definitely be there, at least for a while. Yes, head-to-head, Mr. Do and Phoenix for sure. Hey, all those ones you listed are fun, sir. Nope. I can get past the first one, but always lose a life or two in the process. I guarantee you, I could get you passing a few levels in. I guarantee it. All right, guys. So that's going to do it for tonight's show. I thank all of you guys that came in and watched. I hope you enjoyed at least some part of the show or the gameplay. Next week, it's going to be Sprint. It's going to be all about the Sprint. We're going to do all the other segments, but we're going to do Sprint. We see it's going to be 5 o'clock Pacific. We are going to do Intellivision Day. That is Wednesday, 4 Pacific. We're going to do Chuck's show, 6:30, I think. So I'll probably be done for sure an hour and a half. I also have to watch Mike's Gaming Gala. He's going to be doing later after me. He's going to be doing an Intellivision Day live stream as well. And I'm sure I try to jump in everyone's. I'll also create a playlist, Intellivision Live. All the streams I see from Intellivision Live, I'll put in one area so you guys can go check them out and watch maybe some people that you're not familiar with or you didn't know that they were putting out a video. I like to do that every year just to kind of a way to promote them all. But all right, guys, that's it. Television Sprint. I am excited. Watch for my video no later than December 4th. Pretty detailed. It's not expert, but it's all there, and I had fun doing it. So we'll see you guys in the next one. I hope everyone has a good night.
Rise up, get ready for the fight. The Intellivision gamer, shining so bright. Reviews and gameplay, he's got it all from classics to new. He stands tall, interviews and insights. He's on a mission, unleashing the power of retro intuition. He's got the knowledge, passion untamed. Intellivision burning with the flame. YouTube's his stage, says brothers unite. Intellivision gamer, he brings the light with the game console. He's He's making history.